How to control your mind. Have you ever felt like life is a wild, uncontrollable storm, tossing you around with stress, other people's opinions, or those unexpected challenges that seem to come out of nowhere, and wondered if there's a way to stand steady, no matter what comes your way? Picture this. You're navigating a day filled with deadlines, a snarky comment from a coworker, and a sudden downpour that soaks your plans, leaving you wondering how to keep your head above water. I've been there, caught in that whirlwind, feeling like I was at the mercy of everything around me. But what if I told you the ancient Stoics, those brilliant thinkers from thousands of years ago, who faced wars, betrayals, and personal trials, uncovered a secret that can turn that chaos into a calm you can rely on, giving you a strength you never knew you had deep inside? This isn't about running away from the world, hiding in some quiet corner, or chasing after fleeting highs like a new gadget or a quick escape. No, it's about something far more powerful. Mastering your own mind, a skill that can transform how you face every single day, no matter what life throws at you. I'm absolutely thrilled to take you on this journey today, diving headfirst into Stoicism, a philosophy that's not just about surviving life's storms but thriving right through them with grace and unshakable resolve. Imagine walking through that stormy day with a steady heart, turning a tough moment into a chance to grow stronger. That's what Stoicism promises, and it's a path I've come to love exploring myself. Whether you're juggling the daily grind, those endless to-do lists, the pressure to please everyone, or the weight of unexpected setbacks, or you're searching for a deeper sense of purpose, a reason that lights up your mornings, the Stoic way offers a clarity and resilience that can carry you forward, no matter the terrain. I've seen it work in my own life, pulling me back from the edge of frustration to a place of peace, and I can't wait to share how it can do the same for you. This journey we're about to embark on isn't just a quick dive, it's a deep exploration of timeless truths that have guided emperors, slaves, and everyday people through the toughest times. We'll uncover how to take control of your thoughts, how to face challenges with a new perspective, and how to build a life that feels authentic and strong. Every moment here is packed with insights you can grab and use right away, whether it's a tip to handle a rude comment or a mindset shift to find purpose in the chaos. I've tested these ideas myself, like letting go of a friend's harsh judgment and finding my footing again, and they've reshaped how I move through the world. So, stick with me, because this isn't a journey to rush through. Every second is designed to help you grow, to give you tools to navigate life's ups and downs with confidence. And here's a little favor I'd love to ask. If you find yourself nodding along, if these ideas spark something in you, hit that subscribe button to join our growing Stoic Journal community. When you do, you're not just signing up for more videos, you're stepping into a space where we learn and grow together, supporting each other as we walk this path. Trust me, you won't want to skip any part of this adventure we're on today. I've been amazed at how this philosophy has turned my struggles into stepping stones, and I'm excited to see how it can light up your world too. Whether you're new to Stoicism or you've been curious about it for a while, there's something here for everyone. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's get started. Together, we're going to unlock these ancient secrets, peel back the layers of this incredible philosophy, and discover how to thrive, no matter what life sends our way. Are you ready? Let's dive in and embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. The power of controlling what you can. Let's kick things off with a question that might hit close to home, something I know I've wrestled with more times than I'd like to admit. How often do you find yourself stressing over what someone else thinks of you? Maybe you've hesitated to start a new project, like that passion idea you've been dreaming about, because you're worried about judgment creeping in, whispering doubts in your ear. Or perhaps you've changed your outfit at the last minute, wondering if it'll get the nod of approval from your friends or coworkers, second-guessing whether you're pulling it off. I've been right there with you, caught in that sticky trap where other people's opinions felt like a heavy weight I couldn't shake off, pulling me down with every sideways glance or offhand comment. It's exhausting, isn't it? I can still remember a moment when I held back from sharing a creative idea at a team meeting, all because I feared the raised eyebrows or the silence that might follow. That weight of worrying about others' thoughts? It was like carrying an invisible backpack, slowing me down. But here's the game changer I stumbled upon, a gem of wisdom that shifted everything for me. The Stoics, those ancient thinkers who've guided us through centuries, taught that the one thing we truly own in this unpredictable world is ourselves, our reactions, our emotions, our thoughts. Everything else, the opinions, the events, the chaos swirling around us, it's completely out of our hands. This idea hit me like a lightning bolt one day when I caught myself letting someone else's casual shrug dictate my entire mood. I'd shared a personal goal with a friend, and their lukewarm response left me spiraling. Why did I let that get to me so much? That's when I realized I was giving away my power, letting external noise steer my inner peace. Picture this scenario. You're at work, pouring your heart into an idea you're genuinely excited about. Maybe a new project pitch or a creative solution you've been mulling over for weeks. You lay it all out, feeling that spark of pride, but then a colleague just shrugs it off with a half-hearted, I don't know. Your first instinct might be to feel deflated, like all that effort was for nothing, right? I felt that sting, that sinking feeling in my chest. But the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, this Roman emperor who ruled an empire while scribbling down his deepest reflections in a journal, offered a perspective that can flip that moment on its head. He said something so profound, you've got power over your own mind, not the world around you. Lean into that, and you'll find your strength. He wasn't telling us to ignore others completely or to shut down their input. It's more about choosing where to place our energy, where to focus our light. Instead of chasing their approval, running after that fleeting pat on the back, anchor yourself in your own values, what matters to you, deep down in your core. I decided to test this out for myself, letting go of the need to please everyone, and you know what I discovered? It felt like shedding a heavy coat I'd been wearing for far too long, one I didn't even need in the first place. This isn't about building a cold, hard wall around yourself, shutting out the world. That's not the goal. It's strategic, intentional. Think of it like tending a garden with care. You get to decide which seeds to water, your own goals, your dreams, your inner peace, and which weeds to pull out, like those opinions that don't serve you, that don't help you grow. Not every piece of feedback deserves your time or energy. Some of it is just noise, cluttering your mental space. The Stoics encourage us to sift through it like a gardener sorting through soil, keeping only what aligns with our bigger picture, what helps us bloom. Imagine the freedom that comes with making choices without that nagging fear of criticism hanging over you. Starting that side hustle you've been dreaming about, wearing what feels right for you, speaking your truth without hesitation. When I started practicing this, I noticed something incredible. My confidence began to grow, like a flower breaking through the dirt, and my inner calm started to shine through, steady and bright. It's not about toughening up in a harsh, unfeeling way. It's about creating a mental space where your emotions work for you, not against you, guiding you forward instead of holding you back. This Stoic principle of control, it's a foundation we can build on. Let's carry this forward as we explore more of their wisdom together. Turning obstacles into opportunities. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them, those frustrating roadblocks that can derail even the best-laid plans. Maybe it's a project that unravels at the last minute, a friend who lets you down, or an unexpected delay that upends your schedule. I vividly recall a time when a looming deadline turned into a perfect storm of chaos. Tech glitches froze my progress, miscommunications piled up, and I was on the verge of throwing in the towel. In that moment, I felt defeated, like the universe was conspiring against me. But then I stumbled across a Stoic principle that completely shifted my perspective. What if these obstacles aren't enemies, but opportunities in disguise? This idea, rooted in the wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Seneca, suggests that every challenge is a chance to practice virtues like patience, courage, or composure under pressure. Seneca, a Stoic heavyweight, argued that difficulties are not just inevitable, they're essential for growth. He saw life's trials as a kind of training ground, where each setback offers a chance to hone your character. Think about it like this: you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Your first instinct might be to grip the steering wheel tighter, frustration boiling over. But what if you reframed that moment? Instead of a maddening delay, it could be a chance to catch up on a favorite podcast, reflect on your day, or simply breathe and reset. I tried this once during an infuriating wait at the airport, when a delayed flight threatened to ruin my plans. Rather than stewing in annoyance, I popped in my earbuds and listened to an inspiring talk I'd been meaning to get to. Suddenly, the wait wasn't a loss, it was a win. The Stoics believed that by changing how we view our struggles, we transform how we experience them. Instead of being overwhelmed, we can approach each hurdle with purpose, using it to build resilience and strength. This mindset isn't about slapping a smile on every problem or pretending everything's fine when it's clearly not. It's about choosing how to respond to the mess, meeting it with intention rather than letting it dictate your mood. The Stoics called this the art of acquiescence, not in the sense of giving up, but of accepting what you can't control and focusing on what you can. It's like navigating a rocky path. Each stumble teaches you how to step more carefully, turning obstacles into stepping stones. This approach has been a game changer in my own life. During that chaotic deadline I mentioned, I paused to ask myself, what can I control here? Instead of spiraling, I focused on clear communication with my team and tackled the tech issues one by one. The result? Not only did we meet the deadline, but I emerged calmer and more confident in handling pressure. To put this into practice, start small. The next time something goes sideways, a missed opportunity, a frustrating delay, or a plan that falls apart, pause and ask, what can I learn here? How can this make me stronger? Maybe a canceled meeting frees up time to tackle a task you've been avoiding. Maybe a disagreement with a colleague teaches you how to listen more deeply. Over time, these small shifts build a resilience that doesn't just help you survive life's challenges, it helps you thrive. It's like training a muscle. Each repetition makes you stronger, more adaptable, and better equipped to handle whatever comes next. This stoic trick isn't just about getting through tough moments, it's about transforming how you live. By seeing obstacles as opportunities, you cultivate a mindset that's proactive, not reactive. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start being an architect of your own growth. I've seen this in action beyond my own experiences. Friends who turned job rejections into motivation to upskill, or colleagues who used project failures as fuel for innovation. The beauty of this approach is its universality. Whether you're facing a minor annoyance or a major setback, the question remains the same. How can this challenge make you better? Adopting this perspective takes practice, but it's worth the effort. Begin by noticing your reactions to small frustrations. When you feel that familiar pang of irritation, take a breath and reframe the moment. Look for the lesson, the opportunity, the silver lining. Write it down if it helps. Journaling can clarify what each obstacle teaches you. Over weeks or months, you'll start to see patterns. Situations that once derailed you now feel manageable, even empowering. This isn't about ignoring pain or glossing over hardship. It's about meeting life's messiness with clarity and purpose. In a world that often feels chaotic, this stoic wisdom offers a powerful tool for navigating uncertainty. It's a reminder that you're not defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. So, the next time life throws up a roadblock, don't just push through. Pause, reflect, and ask how it can shape you for the better. That shift in perspective might just turn your toughest moments into your greatest teachers. Mastering your emotional world. Emotions can be a wild ride, can't they? One moment you're soaring, buoyed by a kind word or a small win, and the next, a single comment, like a snarky remark or a dismissive glance, sends you spiraling. I've been there, letting a coworker's offhand critique or a friend's lukewarm response turn my whole day upside down. It's like one stray thought can hijack your mood, leaving you replaying the moment in your head. But the Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, offer a way to steady that emotional roller coaster. They teach us that the key to inner calm lies not in avoiding life's ups and downs, but in mastering how we interpret them. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of Stoicism's greatest teachers, put it bluntly, it's not the events themselves that upset us, it's the stories we tell ourselves about them. That insight is a game changer. Picture this, you're at a family gathering, sharing an idea you're excited about, and someone brushes it off with a shrug or a half-hearted, meh. Your first instinct might be to take it personally. Your mind spins a narrative, they don't respect me, they think I'm foolish, and suddenly, you're drowning in feelings of rejection. But what if you pressed pause on that story? What if, instead of assuming the worst, you considered other possibilities? Maybe they're distracted by their own worries, or maybe they didn't even hear you fully. I started experimenting with this approach, catching my thoughts mid-spiral and asking, is this really about me, or am I adding drama to the script? It's like stepping back from a movie you're starring in to check whether the plot holds up. By questioning the stories we tell ourselves, we can strip away the extra layers of hurt we pile on. This stoic practice hinges on aligning our expectations with reality. We can't control what others say or do. Trying to is a recipe for frustration. But we can control how we respond, and that's where our power lies. Epictetus taught that there's a space between what happens to us and how we react, a gap where reason can step in. The Stoics saw this as a kind of mental fortress, a place to pause and choose your next move deliberately. I've found this incredibly freeing. When a sharp comment stings or a setback hits, I take a deep breath and give myself a moment. That pause lets me respond with clarity instead of reacting in the heat of the moment. It's not about suppressing emotions. Anger, hurt, or anxiety are natural, but about deciding whether to let them take the wheel. Here's the real kicker. Feeling an emotion doesn't mean you have to act on it. Those feelings are like visitors knocking on your door. You can acknowledge them without inviting them in for a long stay. The Stoics called this emotional discipline, and it's a skill you can build with practice. One way to start is with a nightly check-in. Take a few minutes to reflect. What went well today? What tripped me up, and how did I handle it? Jotting down your answers can help you spot patterns. Maybe you're taking things too personally or letting small slights snowball. Over time, this habit strengthens your emotional resilience, like working out a muscle. You'll notice yourself staying calmer, bouncing back faster, and handling life's curveballs with a steadier hand. This isn't about becoming an emotionless robot or pretending everything's fine when it's not. The Stoics weren't about denying feelings, they were about mastering them. They believed that by practicing this kind of mental reframing, you could turn yourself into someone who doesn't just survive life's challenges but thrives through them. I've seen it in my own life. A harsh email that once would have ruined my day now gets a quick pause, a reality check, and a measured response. I've also watched friends adopt this mindset, like one who learned to shrug off a boss's criticism by focusing on what she could improve rather than dwelling on the delivery. To take this further, try weaving the practice into your daily routine. When you feel that emotional tug, whether it's irritation in traffic or hurt from a friend's comment, pause and ask, what story am I telling myself? Is it true? Then, reframe it. Maybe the driver who cut you off is rushing to an emergency, not out to ruin your day. Maybe your friend's silence isn't rejection but exhaustion. These small shifts add up, building a tougher skin and a calmer heart. You can also lean on Stoic exercises like premeditatio malorum, imagining potential setbacks in advance to prepare your response. For example, before a big meeting, picture a tough question or a lukewarm reaction and plan how you'll stay composed. This mental rehearsal makes the real moment less jarring. This Stoic approach isn't a quick fix. It's a daily practice that reshapes how you navigate the world. Over time, you'll find yourself less rattled by external events, more grounded in your own perspective. You become someone who can face criticism, setbacks, or even casual slights with a quiet confidence, knowing that your peace doesn't depend on what others do or say. It's a path to not just surviving life's emotional roller coasters, but riding them with grace and strength. The art of seeing things differently. What if the way you see the world could transform how you feel about it? That's the power of perception, and the Stoics were its master architects. They understood that our emotions are shaped not by events themselves, but by the way we interpret them. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Your gut reaction might be, "This is a disaster." And just like that, stress floods in, your heart races, and the day feels ruined. But what if you flipped the script? Instead of a crisis, you see it as, "Hey, extra time to dive into that audiobook I've been eager to hear." I've tried this myself, turning a frustrating gridlock into a mini retreat with a podcast or some calming music. The result? My mood lifted, and what could have been a tense morning became a moment of unexpected calm. This is the essence of Stoic perception management, captured perfectly by Epictetus when he said, "People are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." This approach isn't about deluding yourself or slapping a fake smile on life's challenges. It's about choosing a lens that keeps you grounded and steady, no matter what comes your way. The Stoics believed that while we can't always control external events, traffic, weather, or other people's opinions, we have full control over how we interpret and respond to them. This practice, often called cognitive restructuring in modern psychology, is like rewiring your emotional landscape. It starts with awareness, noticing those automatic thoughts that pop up when things go wrong. The next time you hit a snag, pause and ask yourself, does this thought match reality? Is there another angle I could consider? I remember getting feedback at work that initially stung. It felt like a personal jab. But instead of stewing, I reframed it as a chance to improve. That shift led me to sharpen my skills, and what could have been a blow to my confidence became a stepping stone to growth. To make this a habit, try a simple daily practice. Catch a negative thought and reframe it. A rainy day that cancels your plans? It's a cozy excuse to curl up with a book or binge a new series. A harsh critique from a colleague? It's a nudge to refine your work and grow. Even small annoyances, like a long line at the grocery store, can become opportunities to practice patience or strike up a conversation. Over time, This rewiring builds a kind of emotional resilience that puts you in the driver's seat of your well-being. You're not just reacting to life, you're shaping how it affects you. I've seen this in action beyond my own life. A friend who used to dread public speaking reframed her nerves as excitement, and now she delivers presentations with confidence. Another turned a job loss into a chance to explore a new career path, finding work she loves. This Stoic principle fits into a broader philosophy of thriving, not just surviving. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to practice virtues like patience, courage, or wisdom. The Stoics called this the art of living, where every moment, good or bad, is a chance to cultivate a stronger, happier self. To deepen the practice, try a nightly reflection. Jot down one event that frustrated you, the story you told yourself about it, and a new perspective you could adopt. Maybe a missed deadline felt like failure, but it could also be a reminder to prioritize better next time. This exercise, rooted in Stoic self-examination, helps you spot patterns and refine your mental habits. You can also borrow from Stoic exercises like view from above, where you imagine your situation from a cosmic perspective. That traffic jam. In the grand scheme, it's a tiny blip. This broader lens can diffuse stress and keep you focused on what matters. Another tool is premeditatio malorum, mentally rehearsing potential setbacks. Before a big day, picture what could go wrong, a delayed flight, a tough question, and plan how you'll reframe it. When the moment arrives, you're ready to respond with calm, not panic. This practice of perception management isn't a one-and-done fix. It's a lifelong skill that grows stronger with use. Over time, you'll find yourself less rattled by life's ups and downs, more anchored in a sense of inner control. A spilled coffee, a rude comment, or a missed opportunity won't derail you. They'll become chances to practice resilience and wisdom. This is the Stoic promise. By mastering how you see the world, you master how you feel about it. You turn challenges into stepping stones, not stumbling blocks, paving the way for a life of greater happiness and strength. So, next time life throws you a curveball, pause, reframe, and watch how your perspective transforms the game. Living in tune with nature. Ever feel like life's yanking you in countless directions, chasing goals that, deep down, don't truly matter? It's exhausting, like running a race with no finish line. The Stoics, those ancient guides to living well, offered a powerful antidote: live in harmony with nature. This isn't about becoming a tree hugger, though nature's embrace is always a bonus. It's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of who you are and the world around you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who traded battlefield dust for philosophical clarity, saw life as a grand symphony. Each of us has a role to play in this cosmic orchestra, and when we fight our part, clinging to control over things beyond our grasp, we create our own discord. But when we move with the rhythm of life, we find a profound sense of peace. I've been there, caught in a mental tug-of-war over a situation I couldn't fix, a work conflict spiraling out of my control. I was stressed, restless, and miserable until a Stoic idea hit me. Why not let go of what I can't change and focus on what I can? That shift was like loosening a clenched fist. Living in harmony with nature, as the Stoics taught, means reflecting deeply on your place in the world. It's about accepting what lies outside your control, other people's opinions, unexpected setbacks, or the passage of time, and embracing what's within your reach: your actions, your mindset, your values. Marcus Aurelius urged us to see ourselves as part of a larger whole, like a leaf on a tree or a note in a melody. When we resist this flow, we disrupt our own tranquility. This Stoic principle invites us to strip away the noise and reconnect with simplicity. Start by asking, are my goals truly mine, or are they shaped by society's relentless chatter, status, trends, or endless notifications? I began this journey with small steps: waking with the sunrise to feel the day's natural rhythm, eating seasonal foods that grounded me in the moment, and listening to my body when it craved rest. These choices felt like tuning into a frequency I'd forgotten, one that resonated with my core self. It wasn't about abandoning ambition but refining it, ensuring my desires stemmed from my authentic self, not fleeting external pressures. I found clarity in asking, what does my true self want, free from the world's expectations? To weave this into your life, try a daily practice of reflection. At the end of each day, pause and consider, where am I resisting life's natural flow? Maybe you're obsessing over a coworker's snub or chasing a promotion that doesn't align with your values. Then, adjust. Focus on what you can influence, like how you respond or what you prioritize. The Stoics emphasized living with virtue, which means acting with wisdom, courage, and integrity, no matter the circumstances. This doesn't mean passivity. It's an active choice to align your efforts with what's real and meaningful. For example, instead of stressing over a delayed project, I shifted to improving my communication with the team, which not only eased my tension but moved things forward. This practice extends to how we engage with the world. The Stoics saw nature not just as the physical environment but as the rational order of the universe. Living naturally means embracing life's impermanence. Things change, people come and go, and that's okay. I found freedom in letting go of rigid expectations, like wanting every plan to unfold perfectly. Instead, I lean into adaptability, finding joy in small moments, a quiet morning walk, a heartfelt conversation, or even a rainy day that invites reflection. These moments anchor us in what's real, cutting through the clutter of modern life. This Stoic path isn't a quick fix. It's a lifelong journey toward harmony and virtue. To deepen it, try Stoic exercises like amor fati, loving your fate. Whatever happens, embrace it as necessary, even beneficial. A missed opportunity. It might redirect you to something better. A tough day. It's a chance to practice patience. Another tool is journaling. Write about a moment you felt out of sync and how you could realign with your natural role. Over time, these practices build a life that feels right, where your actions reflect your deepest values. Living in harmony with nature transforms how you navigate the world. You stop wrestling with what you can't control and start flowing with life's current. Ambition becomes purposeful, relationships more authentic, and daily stresses less overwhelming. You become like a musician in Marcus Aurelius' symphony, playing your part with grace, contributing to the beauty of the whole. This is the Stoic promise, a life of clarity, purpose, and peace, rooted in the simple yet profound act of living as you were meant to. The strength of self-discipline. What if true freedom wasn't about doing whatever you feel like in the moment, but about choosing what's best for your long-term well-being? That's the Stoic perspective on self-discipline, and it's nothing short of transformative. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who navigated the turbulence of ancient Rome, put it sharply: without self-control, we're not free, we're slaves to our fleeting whims and impulses. Imagine the power of deliberately shaping your path, choosing to save money instead of splurging on something shiny, or dragging yourself out of bed for an early workout because it aligns with the person you want to be. I've put this to the test in my own life, trading mindless late-night scrolling for a few pages of a good book, and the result? Sharper focus, deeper peace, and a sense of ownership over my days. This Stoic approach to self-discipline isn't about punishing yourself or living a joyless life of restriction. It's about making intentional choices that lead to genuine freedom, the kind that comes from living in harmony with your values. The Stoics saw self-control as a gift, not just to yourself but to those around you. Every reasoned decision, no matter how small, creates ripples that strengthen your character and, by extension, your community. When you choose patience over a snap reaction or diligence over procrastination, you're not only building a better version of yourself, you're modeling integrity for others. I've noticed this in my own circles. When I stick to a commitment, like showing up prepared for a team project, it inspires others to step up too. To bring this into your life, start small. Pick one habit to tweak, maybe cooking a healthy meal instead of ordering takeout, or setting a bedtime to prioritize rest. The key is consistency, not perfection. I began by limiting my phone use after 9 p.m., replacing it with journaling or reading. At first, it felt like a chore, but over weeks, it became a ritual I craved. That one shift didn't just change my evenings, it boosted my self-respect and spilled over into other areas, like tackling work with more clarity. The Stoics would call this practicing virtue, acting with wisdom and courage to align your actions with your deeper purpose. This practice connects to a broader Stoic idea. Freedom comes from mastering what's within your control. You can't dictate external events, market crashes, other people's moods, or random delays, but you can control your choices. Seneca urged us to see self-discipline as a path to inner liberty, where external chaos loses its grip on your peace. I felt this firsthand during a stressful work crunch. Instead of panicking, I focused on what I could do, organizing my tasks and taking breaks to recharge. That discipline didn't just get me through, it left me feeling empowered, not drained. To deepen this habit, try a Stoic exercise like daily reflection. At the end of each day, ask, where did I choose well today? Where did I let impulses win? Write it down to spot patterns. Maybe you skipped a workout for an extra hour of TV. No judgment, just notice and plan to adjust tomorrow. Another tool is premeditatio malorum, or mentally rehearsing challenges. Before a tempting moment, like a Friday night where you might overspend, picture the urge and practice your response, "I'll stick to my budget because it's building my future." This mental prep strengthens your resolve when the moment hits. Self-discipline also ties to the Stoic concept of living for others. When you master yourself, you show up better for your family, friends, and community. A disciplined person is reliable, thoughtful, and present, qualities that lift everyone around them. I've seen this in a friend who committed to daily meditation. Her calm focus didn't just improve her life, it made her a rock for our group during tough times. This is the Stoic ripple effect. Your inner work creates outward good. This journey isn't about instant transformation, it's about small, steady steps toward a life of purpose. Each disciplined choice, whether it's a morning run or a kind word instead of a sharp one, builds self-respect and confidence. You start to see yourself as someone who can handle life's challenges, not just react to them. Over time, these choices weave together into a life that feels meaningful and free, not because you're chasing every desire, but because you're choosing what truly matters. The Stoics knew this. Self-discipline isn't a cage, it's the key to a life well lived, for you and those you touch. Embracing the present. Ever feel like your mind is racing, tangled in a web of past regrets or future anxieties, leaving the present moment slipping through your fingers? It's like you're everywhere but here. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who found clarity amid Rome's chaos, offered a powerful antidote. Focus on the task at hand, one at a time, with your whole self. Imagine moving through your day not juggling a dozen thoughts or distractions, but giving each moment your full attention, eating a meal without scrolling your phone, walking without mentally rehearsing tomorrow's to-do list. I've tried this myself, slowing down to savor a quiet breakfast or a sunset walk, and it's remarkable how these ordinary moments transform into small treasures, rich with presence and peace. This Stoic practice isn't about drifting passively through life, it's about active acceptance, meeting the present exactly as it is, not as you wish it could be. Marcus urged us to strip away the mental clutter and engage fully with what's in front of us. I remember a particularly tough day when everything seemed to go wrong. Deadlines loomed, emails piled up, and my mind was a storm of frustration. Instead of fighting the chaos or wishing it away, I took a Stoic approach. I focused on one task at a time, handling each as it came. To my surprise, a quiet calm settled in. By surrendering to the moment, I found not just clarity but a sense of control I hadn't expected. This focus on the present ties into the Stoic belief that the now is all we truly own. The past is gone, the future uncertain, what we have is this moment, and how we live it shapes the entire arc of our life. Practicing this starts with awareness. Notice when your mind wanders, to a mistake you made last week or a worry about next month, and gently pull it back. A simple breath can anchor you, or try a mindfulness trick. Name 3 things you see, hear, or feel right now. I've used this during a hectic workday, pausing to notice the warmth of my coffee mug or the hum of the office, and it's like hitting a reset button. Over time, this skill becomes a habit, grounding you in the present and freeing you from the mental tug-of-war. This practice does more than calm your mind, it deepens your relationships and infuses your days with joy. When you're fully present, you listen better, connect more authentically, and notice life's small beauties. I started applying this during conversations, putting my phone away and really hearing what a friend was saying. The difference was striking. Our talks felt richer, and I walked away feeling more connected. Even routine tasks, like washing dishes or writing an email, can become meaningful when you give them your full attention. Marcus called this doing each thing as if it were the last, not out of morbidity, but to infuse every action with purpose and care. To build this habit, try a Stoic exercise, the task focus practice. Pick one activity each day, maybe drinking your morning tea or walking to work, and commit to doing it with total presence. Notice the sensations, the details, without letting your mind drift. If it wanders, gently bring it back. Another tool is evening reflection, a Stoic staple. Before bed, ask, when was I truly present today? When did I let my mind scatter? Jotting down your answers helps you track progress and spot patterns. I've found that even 5 minutes of this reflection sharpens my awareness for the next day. You can also lean on Stoic concepts like amor fati, loving your fate, to embrace the present, even when it's messy. A delayed train or a tough conversation isn't something to resist, it's your reality to meet head-on. I've practiced this during minor annoyances, like waiting in a long line, by focusing on my breath or observing the people around me. Instead of irritation, I find curiosity, even gratitude, for the moment I'm in. This focus on the present isn't just a mental trick, it's a way to craft a life of meaning. The Stoics believed that by living fully in each moment, you align with virtue, acting with wisdom, courage, and intention. Over time, you'll notice your days feel fuller, your connections stronger, and your heart lighter. You're not just passing through life, you're shaping it, one present moment at a time. This is the Stoic art of living, owning the now to build a life that resonates with joy and purpose. The power of community. What if your strength didn't come solely from within, but was amplified by the people around you? Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who balanced philosophy with leadership, believed we are inherently social beings, designed to thrive in connection with others. Stoicism isn't a solitary pursuit, it's a call to build and nurture communities where virtue, reason, and mutual support elevate everyone. Imagine a group where kindness flows freely, where encouragement and shared wisdom create a ripple effect of resilience and growth. I've experienced this firsthand by joining local meetups and online Stoic forums, where exchanging ideas and offering support has become a lifeline. Those connections didn't just bolster my resolve, they reminded me that we're stronger together. This Stoic vision of community is about more than just belonging, it's about actively contributing to a collective good. Marcus saw humanity as a single organism, each person a vital part playing their role for the whole. When we practice virtues like patience, justice, or compassion in our interactions, we don't just improve ourselves, we strengthen the fabric of our community. I've felt this in small moments, listening patiently to a friend's struggles, sharing a practical Stoic tip in a discussion group, or even volunteering at a local event. Each act, no matter how small, creates a ripple, fostering an environment where everyone can flourish. It's not about losing your individuality, but about shining your unique light in a way that illuminates the greater good. To bring this into your life, start by finding a community that resonates with your values. It could be a local book club, a volunteer group, or an online forum dedicated to Stoicism or personal growth. I began by attending a neighborhood philosophy meetup, nervous but curious. Sharing reflections on Marcus Aurelius' writings with strangers quickly turned into meaningful conversations and lasting connections. Online, I joined Stoic discussion groups where members swap practical advice, like how to stay calm during a work crisis, and cheer each other's progress. These spaces, whether in person or virtual, became wells of encouragement, reminding me that growth is a shared journey. Every interaction in a community is a chance to practice Stoic virtues. A heated debate in a group chat? It's an opportunity to exercise patience and understanding. A friend leaning on you during a tough time? It's a moment to embody kindness and strength. These moments aren't just tests, they're opportunities to refine your character while uplifting others. I've seen this in action. During a volunteer cleanup, our team's shared effort and laughter turned a mundane task into a bonding experience that left us all energized. The Stoics believed that living well means living for others, and each small act of connection weaves you into a larger tapestry of purpose. If you're unsure where to start, consider creating your own Stoic-inspired group. It could be as simple as inviting friends for a monthly discussion on a Stoic text, like Seneca's letters or Epictetus' teachings. Set a theme, say, practicing gratitude, and share how you've applied it. I tried this with a few colleagues, meeting over coffee to talk about staying focused in a hectic workplace. Those talks not only deepened our friendships but sparked practical changes, like setting clearer boundaries at work. Alternatively, explore volunteering, whether at a food bank, animal shelter, or community garden. Giving your time connects you to others while grounding you in the Stoic value of service. This communal approach ties into the broader Stoic philosophy of living in harmony with nature, including our social nature. Marcus Aurelius wrote that harming another harms yourself, because we're all interconnected. When you support a friend, mentor a colleague, or even offer a stranger a kind word, you're not just helping them, you're reinforcing your own resilience and purpose. I felt this in online forums, where encouraging someone else's Stoic practice, like reframing a setback, reminds me to apply the same wisdom to my own challenges. Building this Stoic vision of community doesn't require grand gestures, it starts with small, intentional steps. Reach out to one person today. ask how they're doing, share a resource, or invite them to a group activity. Over time, these connections form a network of mutual growth, where your strength fuels others and theirs fuels you. This is the Stoic dream, a world where individuals shine not in isolation, but as part of a vibrant whole, each act of virtue amplifying the collective good. By embracing your role in this interconnected web, you craft a life of meaning, resilience, and shared joy, a legacy that uplifts not just you, but everyone around you. We've embarked on a profound journey together, weaving through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to transform life's chaos into clarity and purpose. From mastering your reactions to building vibrant communities, these Stoic tools, controlling how you respond to events, reframing obstacles as opportunities, living in harmony with nature, cultivating self-discipline, and anchoring yourself in the present, aren't just abstract ideas. They're a practical roadmap to a resilient, meaningful life. I've opened up about my own stumbles and triumphs along the way, like learning to let go of others' opinions or finding unexpected peace in the middle of a traffic jam. My hope is that these stories inspire you to experiment with these practices in your own life. Start small, take a step, and watch how these principles reshape your days. Each Stoic lesson we've explored offers a unique lens for navigating life's challenges. When I first practiced reframing a setback, like a work critique that stung, I turned it into a chance to grow, and it not only improved my skills but boosted my confidence. Or consider the power of presence. By savoring a quiet walk without my phone, I rediscovered joy in ordinary moments. These aren't one-off fixes, they're habits that build over time, layering strength upon strength. The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, understood that life is a practice, not a destination. Every moment you choose to pause, reflect, or act with intention, you're crafting a life aligned with your deepest values. To bring this wisdom into your daily routine, begin with small, manageable steps. Try a nightly reflection. Jot down one moment where you reacted well and one where you could have done better. Ask, what did I learn? How can I grow? This simple habit, rooted in Stoic self-examination, sharpens your awareness and sets the tone for tomorrow. Or practice reframing a challenge. The next time a delay or criticism hits, pause and ask, what's another way to see this? How can it serve me? I've used this in frustrating moments, like a missed deadline, and found it shifts my focus from stress to solutions. Another powerful step is connecting with others. Reach out to a friend, join a local group, or engage in an online Stoic community. Sharing ideas and support, as I've done in philosophy meetups, amplifies your growth and reminds you you're not alone. This Stoic path is deeply personal yet inherently communal. When you practice virtues like kindness or patience, you don't just lift yourself, you strengthen those around you. I've seen this in my own life. Encouraging a colleague to stay calm during a project crunch not only helped them but reinforced my own composure. The Stoics believed we're interconnected, each of us a thread in the tapestry of humanity. By living with purpose, you contribute to a world where resilience and wisdom flourish. That's why I'm so passionate about building the Stoic Journal community, a space where we can share stories, swap practical tips, and grow together. I invite you to subscribe, join the conversation, and bring a friend along. Your voice makes this journey richer, and every comment or shared experience deepens our collective wisdom. This exploration of Stoicism isn't a one-time adventure, it's an ongoing commitment to living well. The beauty of these practices lies in their adaptability. Whether you're navigating a tough workday, a personal loss, or just the daily grind, Stoic tools offer clarity and strength. I found that even on my worst days, a moment of reflection or a conscious choice to focus on what I can control, like my attitude, can shift everything. Over time, these small acts compound, building a life of harmony, resilience, and deep fulfillment. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to show up, one step at a time. As we close this chapter, I'm grateful for you, your curiosity, your openness to these ideas, and your willingness to grow alongside me. Let's keep walking this path together, crafting lives of peace and purpose. Share this reflection with someone who might need it, drop your thoughts or experiences below, and join the Stoic Journal community to stay connected. Your engagement fuels this mission to live wisely and thrive. Until our next step, stay strong, stay present, and let's keep building a life that resonates with meaning, one moment, one choice, one connection at a time.